Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, it was, Leo, you've been unbelievably good with your time, so we won't keep you much longer. We probably go into the Cork and Clare game a little bit more now, but just a quick one on last Wednesday night. With Offaly, obviously unbelievable. I was on the pitch after. I said to you when I texted you last night, I didn't get near you on the pitch. I couldn't find you, but it was an unbelievable occasion and an unbelievable buzz going into the final now.
Absolutely. Look, I let it to you last Wednesday night. I said, I better get in here. Someone needs to keep a cool head and try and get a dressing room organised here and try and get recovery organised here and try, as they come in off the field, get them in and get them showered. But anyway, look, it's been an absolute pleasure. One of the most noticeable things, though, and I turn around and say this to you, Michael, most positive thing that I can take out of Offaly is, number one, the players' attitudes. Those players. I remember I came in. I was up there 219, and I went to a Limerick and Offaly under 14 hurling match in Limerick. Right, the Offaly brought down two teams to play Limerick, and that was my first time experiencing the current, we'll say last year's minor team. I see him. I saw Screeney then that day, right? And you look, and their sheer attitude, the way they've bought in, and like as I said, the 2020 team to me is as important. The 2020 minor team that the COVID team, as we call them, went on to 2021. There have been the most important thing that, that experience, that strength, that physical ability, and yet very, very good hurlers. And when you have a guy like Cormac Egan, when he finished playing under-20 football this year, that I was able to bring back in, there's a lot of small factors that people don't realise. But the more biggest thing, Michael, and I pass compliment here, is the Offaly County Board. Duignan, Derval, Colin Cummins, the whole county board, Karina Carroll, from a point of view that they really have stepped up to the mark. They've done everything that I've requested of them. I've asked them certain things, and it's been a positive, very, very positive roller coaster. And people will say, there's this factor, that factor, the other factor, but it's been very, very positive when everyone is looking down the same barrel of the gun, and we know ultimately where we want to go and where we want to get back. And please God, the senior team get there next weekend. That is back up, Len McCarthy Cup, win the McDonagh Cup, and get back up there. So that when these guys really, they've experienced a lot. We said the All-Ireland minor final last year, very unique occasion. Does last Wednesday night outshine it? Dr. Cullen Park, small ground, the atmosphere was absolutely electric. When we came out to the room, I happened to go back off the field when the game went back, and to come out the second time. To experience it once was brilliant, but to come out the second time and have to go through it again, and when you come out the second time, you realise that it had closed in around you another 10-15% because the crowd were in at that stage and getting in at that stage and getting ready to go mentally for the players. The experience that they're getting out of these nights and the Offaly following is just something that they'll learn in life. It's life lessons from, not alone in terms of GA lessons, but it's also life lessons that they're all actually maturing that extra bit as well. And look, we'll give Sunday week, 4th of June, one hell of a go. It's going to be some occasion, the All-Ireland minor final, Under-20 final on the one day. Maybe is that the way to go in future? The uniqueness of the whole thing, and give these young players, their day in the sun and a standalone fixture below Thurles. It's going to be absolutely unbelievable. The Offaly crowd will be there baying for blood. There's so much going on, and particularly that we end up playing Cork. Like at Andre's level, Offaly are back in the big time. We've played the biggest of them now. We've played the best of them. But overall, the course of the year, when you look at it in a different light, Michael, and I have to look at it in a different light. I have to put my managerial hat on, right? Like all the Kilcormac players this year have played in 3 Leinster finals. This is their second All-Ireland final. They played in the All-Ireland B Colleges final. This is their second All-Ireland final. If you ask these lads over a period of 12 months, would they play in 3 All-Ireland finals?
Yeah.
This is positive, regardless of the result in 2 weeks' time. There's huge experience being gained out of these players. And that is the most important thing, that we're going in the right direction and we're working really, really hard. I just want to pass a compliment as well, because I brought in a guy by the name of Paul O'Donovan. You might know him. He's a referee in Ireland's Fittest Family, right? Paul is the strength and conditioning guy with the Under-20 hurling team. So there's a lot of other factors that are going on in the background that where we really have, and this is my back to the Offaly County Board, they really have invested in the future of Offaly hurling, and it's hopefully it comes along, and that we get many as a night. But it's not going to be built around one team. As I said, the 2020 team, we're going to have to get 2 or 3 teams together, and we're going to have to do something to get an under-16 team or an under-15 team to come in another year or 2 time at minor level, because it, like the Limerick situation, I worked in the Limerick situation for 10 years, 11 years. That's a combination of teams to be where they are and to get the success where they are. And in terms of what we did, what we done, it can't be built around just this one team. And that's why I emphasised the 2020, 2021 minor teams. They were good as well. Carl King came off of that. Colin Spain, they all came off the 2021 minor team. Cormac Egan, they're off a 20 minor team. So a combination of 3 minor teams come together. And look, the opportunities have become available to us now, and it's one that we have to take.
Well, look, best of luck with that. It's going to be an unbelievable occasion. Even as a neutral, very much looking forward to it.
Thanks very much, Shane. Thanks, Michael.
Cheers, Leo. Thanks a million.
Thanks. Cheers.
Good man. Appreciate it.